Hopefully this time the camera's in focus. You have to look at me sitting in front of the fly tying desk gassing off inside. We're out on the creek bank here. Anyways, time for another fishing report. It's not, well, first thing, let me get a couple things out of the way. Once again, we're going to be doing our spay casting clinic. Just a reminder, we'll be taking permanent slots here, coming up here pretty quick. It's a 2-day event. Well, not 2-day event. We run it the last weekend of August. We have a class on Saturday. We have a class on Sunday. We have 5 students per class. Rick and I will do it, so it's a 5-to-1 ratio for instructor to student, so you get a lot of one-on-one time. And it's designed for, since we got a really good class to student ratio, you can be a raw beginner or you can have some casting experience, have a problem with a cast, and we can help you sort that out too. So we can cater exactly what you need that day in the casting clinic. So we're going to be running that again. It will be the last weekend in August, and we'll be send us an email or call, whatever, and we'll get you on an email list. So we'll start doing permanent bookings here coming up in June. So that's the big announcement. Obviously our books are open for this fall, and we still got a couple of days left for the spring, but we're pretty much filled for the spring. But if you got a chance to fish, call, check. We might have a cancellation or something. We can maybe work something out for you. But obviously we still got plenty of prime dates for this coming fall, so if you're interested, get a hold of us. With that out of the way, now let's talk about the fishing. Well, it's been a quiet week. Not much has happened. Actually, it's been a dry week. Water temperatures, I'm going to start in western New York, tributaries of Lake Ontario. They've been staying in the low to mid 40s through the week, so the spawn's been slowly grinding on. About this point, a lot of fish have come, done the thing, and starting to pull out. So it looks like the spawn's going to actually kind of wind down maybe a week earlier on schedule. A lot of the creeks are pretty much done. Some of the steelhead are dropping back. The browns are definitely out of there. You know, any of the creeks that might have a brown trout run in the fall, they're gone. They're out in the lake getting fat. There might be a stray, but highly unlikely. You're going to see a few of these the spawned out start to trickle out. That's very typical for here. You know, some of our creeks, you get a warm day, some of our creeks can hit 50 degrees. Some of our bigger waters are still holding in the mid upper 40s. So things are happening and winding down, but it's also, because it's been so prolonged and the water's getting low, it's going to be a hunt them down and find them. You're not going to find big concentrations, so you got to kind of use your eyes, cover your water, fish smart, and you should find a fish or two. So that's what's going on basically here. Flies, like I said in the last one, the fun stuff. We're swinging zonkers, we're swinging hair-ring streamers, we're running small intruders, big goofy scary nymphs. All that stuff is going on. So just, you know, use the really, you know, it's time for the cool stuff. I suspect that we probably got another, I think it's supposed to get warm next week. That'll probably really push the spawn along here. So a week or two and we're going to be done here in western New York, which is a normal cycle. So we'll move on to the Salmon River. Same thing. However, the Salmon River just got, what can I say? Conditions can and do change quickly. I mean, everything was just boring flat up there. 750 water, hard grind pick. You're getting an odd fish on an egg fly, an odd fish on a stone fly. You're just grinding away at it, and then it's now 1900. Moved from 750 to 1900. That's a big jump. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the concerns are. Tomorrow, I'm shooting it today. I'll post it tomorrow. But so probably the day I post this, we're supposed to get some weather, some rain. It looks like we got some wet weather coming in, but I don't personally think it justifies a 1900 release. But anyways, that's what's happening. So it's going to be pretty challenging up there for over the weekend fishing with the high water. I'm quite sure they're going to run that probably, I don't know. They'll probably run that probably Friday, Saturday. Who knows with these people. I think they got a little bit of ADD on the control switch, and they're like hitting buttons. And they don't care what they hit. But anyways, that's my dissertation. Most of the fish are in the upper river. However, the upper river, the water is cold. It's in the mid upper 30s. you get a warm day, it might get 36, 37, then it chills at night. So that's a lot of the reason why the fish are crab. You get a warm up during the day, then you get a cool, and those fish are dealing with a thermal shock. So put your fishing efforts definitely in the afternoons. Mornings, get an extra cup of coffee and go for breakfast. Don't be in a hurry to get on the water because you're going to be dealing with that thermal shock. Like I said, the bulk of the fish are upriver. It's going to be more of a dead drift game still right now. You might get a fish swinging, but you're going to have to swing really tight to the bottom. Keep that fly moving slow. And fish are kind of about a 2.5 inch size, like a mini, what I call a mini intruder, something about, yay big. Kind of, a little bit of color in it, like some pinks are always really good. Blacks and pinks are really good. Blacks, purples have been working really good. Maybe a little bit of chartreuse if you think the water's a little muddy. Oh, by the way, the water has been clearing significantly. So maybe some whites and pinks. Play around with your colors. Every fish is going to be different right now. But if you want to swing, keep it low, keep it slow, and just fish it right to the edge. You can cover a lot of water to find out what fish it wants to chase. But the bulk of the fish now upriver, they're taking eggs in the hatchery. However, water temperatures in the main river are not warm enough to trigger a spawn yet. So you will find a spawn up fish that fell out of Beaver Dam Brook, out of the hatchery system. But that's an odd fish. And if you do, they're eaten. So that's pretty much upriver. If you really want to swing and you want to up your odds and you want to stay out of the chaos, probably afternoons, late morning afternoons down in the DSR might be a good bet. They're actually starting to record some water temperatures in the afternoons, 38, 40, 41 on a real warm day, real sunny day. So we're getting, keep in mind you could have 35, 36 in the upper fly zone. You're down in the Douglaston, you could have 39 to 41 degrees. It's just that difference in the river, and it's the difference of that water's had time to soak up sunshine, and you'll see those warmer temperatures in the afternoon. If you go down to the DSR to swing flies, keep in mind, cover water. Don't pick one pool and just swing it. There's not going to be a lot of fish in the Douglaston right now in any one place, so it's a coverage game. Those fish are moving, you have to move. So the more water you cover, the better your odds are. Don't hesitate to cover all the water all the way down to the bottom of the run and then fish your way back up. Just because you didn't hit a fish on your first pass through doesn't mean you won't. Those fish are moving. So I fished that water 2 hours ago, didn't move anything. Fish it again because something could have moved in. There again, I would still I would use maybe a little bit bigger fly in the afternoon. Some of those earth tones have been working. The water's a lot clearer down there. It's experiment. A lot of leech patterns are working. You guys are getting a few bites on those. So it's really no solid pattern that's working right now because it's just the behavior of the fish. You got to get the right fly in front of the right fish and they'll eat it. But it is a coverage game. Just fish through the water. Don't anchor in one spot. And that's good advice too, upper river. Fish through the water. Don't anchor in one spot. Cover, 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 cover. And play with the fly box. It's time to even on the Salmon River, the cold water temperatures, to start carrying all the fun stuff. Start carrying the intruders, the hair wings, the classics, the zonkers, the bugger box, and start experimenting, start moving through it. And so as long as you're covering water, just keep playing with the flies. That's going to be your best shot. Excuse me. I need more coffee. This pattern is not going to really change much. Even with the 1900, you're going to have the same thing. You just gotta. It's a cover game. With the 1900, I would suggest just staying on the soft seams. Don't work the main flows. Work the inside edges, and just cover water that you can effectively cover. Do you guys want to swing? Put on a chunk of T14 and just cover the water. You can effectively cover with it. Get it moving slow. The guys that want to dead drift, stay on those inside seams there too, because those fish will be moving in. There's still a lot of stoneflies crawling around, so those bugs are still active. So if you get a day with a lot of bugs and they're annoying, try the stonefly patterns. But all I can say is just keep experimenting. So that's basically what's going on. That's the update. There's not a lot changed. However, we already got some rain coming in. They bumped the water there. So as I always say, keep an eye on the water flows before you go, because things are changing so much with water flows. Temperatures are changing. This time of year, is where I've kind of coined the old saying is conditions can and do change quickly, and you spend enough time on the water this time of year, conditions can and will change quickly even in the course of the day. But it's spring, it's warming up, it's time to steelhead fish, it's time to get on the water, it's time to get after them. So good fishing, folks. Hope to see you in the water. Best of luck, and as always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and bell icon. I know I keep begging, so just click it and get everybody on it. They don't have to beg anymore. Until then, good luck and good fishing to you. See you, folks.
This is Jay at JPEG Guides and Lost River Fishing. We are a year-round fly fishing catch and release guide service. We fish the Lake Ontario tributaries, and then during the spring and the summer we also fish the inland trout streams, classic dry fly fishing. During the heat of the summer we will do the warm water fishing for bass and pike. If you're interested in any of our outings or have any questions, please feel free to email us at fish@lostriversfishing.com. Hope to hear from you, and if you have any questions, feel free to contact us.